Wing Chun is something that I hold near and dear to me because it's a tradition in my family. My father is my teacher, or what we call Sifu. He has not only been my father, but he's been my Sifu for pretty much my whole life. Everything that I know and have learned has been directly through him with regards to the martial arts and the application of it. My father's Sifu was Sifu Duncan Leung, and Sifu Duncan Leung's Sifu was Yip Man. Now, everybody's probably heard of Yip Man, so that's essentially the history and the lineage from where my standpoint is. And I hold it very near and dear to me, and it's something that I teach my kids. My teaching is more practical, if you will. So when I say practical, I literally take the principles and the fundamentals of Wing Chun and I literally apply it to my thought process and I apply it into my everyday world, okay, into my everyday activities. One of the places that I've been able to apply Wing Chun very effectively has been in my career. Now, so what Wing Chun is, and of course, you'll have to learn and know it in order to understand what I'm saying fully, but Wing Chun is a complete system. And when I say complete, I mean it literally has everything that you need, whether you're a 7'3" giant, 400-pound muscle, to someone who's 4'10", 90 pounds. Because it uses, fundamental science in order to be executed through your body. So your body, and then ultimately your mind and your body become an instrument of the art. It very much needs and necessitates you, the individual, to not only learn it, grasp it, and then apply it, but that through that, another door will be unlocked, so to speak. So it needs you as its catalyst to see, as you're growing into that next dimension, to open up that other door that now will have more pieces to the puzzle. And then as you learn and you grow into that development, you'll learn more. And it's just like the scholastic or the educational system.
I've been practicing Wing Chun for 12 years now. I met Sifu Musi through, it was actually a friend of mine that introduced me to his nephew. And we were at a family party and everyone was planning on taking Wing Chun classes and I decided to join in. It was, I've always had a fascination with martial arts and I heard that he was the guy and he was the man. So, we got introduced to each other and then that was history after that. Wing Chun has impacted my life in really a tremendous way, I would say. When I started practicing, it was a difficult time in my life. I was 15, so I was going through those awkward teenage years. I had been involved in a pretty bad bike accident that summer. I actually knocked 3 of my front teeth out. I had the whole left side of my face was cut up. I had severe scabbing and scarring. So my self-confidence was at an all-time low. And then to make matters worse, 2 weeks later, the girl that I had been dating for over a year at that point dumped me. So I was physically not feeling good, emotionally not feeling very good. And then I met Sifu Musi and he started to show me this art that had so many important principles to it and so many core values. What was special about Wing Chun for me and the way that Wing Chun changed my life was that it wasn't just about a physical aspect, it wasn't just about a self-defense aspect, but it's always what he would call a smart art. And what that would mean is that the way that you process things, the way that you think about things, or the way that your mindset is, it becomes changed because of Wing Chun, and you develop a certain way of thinking because of Wing Chun. So it's not just about the physical health, it's not just about the ability to defend yourself if, God forbid you ever need to, but it's about the fact that your whole mindset changes so that you view the world differently and your approach is one where you know how to be in the right position at the right time through your thinking, through your movements, through your thoughts, through your actions. So it definitely changed my life for the better because it gave me the tools that I feel I needed to go from those awkward teenage years to now being, 27 years old, having a professional career, done with school, and really being able to have what I need to be a successful person in this world. I think what really sets Sifu Musi apart from really any other teacher that I've experienced, whether it be in school, whether it be, in job training or anything like that, is that when he takes a student on, he does so with a personal relationship. I can honestly say that through all the years I've been with him, it's never been about money, it's never been about having this be a business kind of aspect. It's always been about what he can do to make that person better and how his relationship with that person can better their lives. And I think that's very important to have because there's too many other people out there that are only in it for the money and are only in it to have kind of like a factory where, you pay, you get what you get, and then you go. If he's not successful with you, if he's not giving everything that he has to you to make you a better person, he won't do it because he gives all or he gives nothing. And I think that's an important thing that sets him apart because when you're able to look at this person, when you're able to look at your teacher, your Sifu, and see that he's giving more effort than you on a consistent basis, that he genuinely cares for your life, for your well-being, not just for what you learn in the classes, it makes you feel as though this experience transcends just the teacher-student relationship. This experience becomes something more, that of being a friend, that of being a brother, that of having a father figure in your life. And I think that's important because it really allows you as a person to grow in the art and to grow yourself, and it makes all the difference in the world when you're trying to take your life to another level.
Okay, so what's next? Well, you want to take your confidence to a whole new level. You want to take your physical fitness to a whole new level. You want to feel confident on the street, be able to defend yourself. You want to be able to defend yourself in the workplace. You want to be able to defend yourself in every arena that you enter. But more importantly, you want to get rid of the fear that may be holding you back in so many different ways. Remember, fear is something that doesn't just happen physically, but it also happens physiologically, something inside of you. So my recommendation is that you take the course and you can choose, pick somewhere here on the page, click the button, choose the course. You'll click on the button, you'll be first taken to a bunch of videos that specifically is my training on the Wing Chun Kali system, but nonetheless should give you some insight about what the system is, how I teach, and what it is that we do. Now, if you look at the video and you learn something from it, awesome, you can keep it, or you can then continue and hopefully move on to something and graduate into something a little bit more in depth. Now, you can reach out to me, and I also teach private classes one-on-one. Now, when we do the private classes, that's something that I literally take from soup to nuts, and you and I get really personal. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you the first, the second, the third form, the wooden dummy, the pole, everything that you need to know in order to excel in this particular art. Now, whether you like the art or not, you're gonna learn self-defense. You're gonna get the confidence that you need, and you will take this, everything that's being taught to you, the physicalities of it, getting stronger, again, physically and mentally. And you're gonna take this and it will be applicable into your everyday life. And to me, that's one of the most important things, is that you're able to take something that a martial art can give you and then take it and spread it throughout your whole life. Remember, we're multifaceted people living in a multifaceted world. So it's not like you just go after work and you take a little martial arts and then you get your fix and then you go home, go to sleep, and then do the whole thing all over and don't apply what it is that you've learned. When you learn a martial arts, the way I teach it, it's going to be applied in your everyday life. And it should give you the confidence that you need to get that raise, to ask for that raise, to get that promotion, to move on to something maybe that's been holding you back. Maybe you've been holding yourself back. And you're gonna get all of these, I'm gonna call them keys, they're gonna open up all these doors so that not only are you learning how to defend yourself and maybe a loved one and family, but that you're going to get the confidence that you need in order to move forward in every arena of your life. And the Wing Chun Kali system, which is what I teach, is not going to just be the self-defense that might save your life one day, but it's going to be the thing that is pretty much the fabric of who you become, so that when people look at you in the weeks or subsequent months or years to come, that we'll see a totally different and charged and brand new person that they don't see necessarily now. But more importantly, you'll look in the mirror and you'll see that. So again, you can check out the free videos, click on the page, you'll get the free videos. So like I said, you have nothing to lose there. I would recommend that you get one of the books, you know, that'll help you. It's like I said, it's a very quick, fast, succinct read, just like Wing Chun. But more importantly, you'll learn some things that, again, when you and I get our one-on-one consultations, we'll be able to understand each other a little bit more. So I'm looking forward to one day meeting you, and at the very least, I'm looking forward to you having in your hands, at your disposal, the tools that you need to do in order to defend yourself and to move on with life in a whole different level.